under the moon's abyss. Raise the sails, hear the drums. The Southern Expanse is where the devil comes. Crimson sails on the morning tide. We sail for glory, let the gods decide. So drink to the drowned and the captain's lost, to the compass spun and the fates we toss. For freedom's bought with blood and flame, and every ship sails toward its name. Raise the sails, hear the drums. The Southern Expanse is where the devil comes. Crimson sails on the morning tide. We sail for glory, let the gods decide.
Hey there, role players, gamers, geeks, freaks, and everyone in between. I am Deacon Blues, and this is DeaconsTable. I am the your resident dungeon master for this evening. I want to say welcome, of course, to everybody, and point to the little ticker going across the bottom. As you see that, or when you see that, please like, subscribe, follow, set the little bell icon so you know when we're going to be doing our live streams. And, of course, the lnk.bio/DeaconsTable will take you to a list of all of our social media pages, our YouTube, our Kick, our Twitch, as well as the very top is our Discord, and that's where you can come and be part of our role-playing community. Do up a character, join us here on a live stream, join us in some of our other games, join us for online role-playing that we do 24/7. It's always available. So lots to do. Everybody's welcome. We are an inclusive community. No judgments, so come on in and let's have some fun. And right now, we're going to jump over to our table, and we are going to meet our players for this evening. Of course, I think some of you know them already, but either way, let's get to it. Hey, everybody. Hopefully, everybody's doing okay.
Hello.
Yeah, awesome. So we are going to start off with right beneath me is Jorak. Yeah, that's you. You're Hollywood Square over there. You know, that's the way it is. I can't figure out the camera half the time and where I'm going and where I'm pointing and, you know, which end is up. It happens. I'm old. Give me a break. It's okay. Dave's older. Just saying. We'll get to that anyway. So, Jorak, who are you and who you playing?
Well, I'm Ken the Friend here, and for once, I'm not the oldest. I'm playing this guy back here, Jorak, and he's a fighter, so don't cross his path or his kitty friend, because that'll hurt.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. And next to Jorak, we do have Solvar. Solvar, who are you and who are you playing?
Well, I am the older Dave, playing Solvar, the bright little bird that does what he wants, when he wants, if he wants, and we'll see what today brings.
Trouble, probably. And of course, the bird's best friend. No, just kidding. We have Ren. Ren, who are you and who are you playing?
Speaking of trouble, hi, I'm Kiri Morning, and I play Rin, the plucky cat girl with a few screws loose.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you that one. And of course, last but not least, we have Cayenne Rashar. Who are you? Who are you playing?
Hi there, I'm Jenny, and I'm playing Cayenne Rashar. She is a serpent tail, which is like a sea kind of lizard folk, if you're familiar with those at all. And she is a covenant class, which is a little bit like a warlock, a little bit cleric, a little bit paladin, all in one.
Excellent, excellent. 1 second, guys. This is bad timing. Oh, okay. He thought he was typing. He thought he was coming here. He was typing in the Discord. So we'll have a new viewer in a second. Okay, so this is our special members of the crew of the Scarlet Reaver. The Scarlet Reaver is captained by this guy, Captain Darius Redblade Vane. He and his senior officers run the Scarlet Reaver. Scarlet Reaver is a member of a larger pirate faction known as the Crimson Gale. The Scarlet Reaver, though, is pretty much their flagship. It's noted, it's most in the notoriety throughout the region as being trouble in most cases. So that is who we are, and this group has been chosen by the captain to be the foundations of his elite crew, or his elite strike force, shall we say, perhaps, as a good way of putting it. So they are on the ship. Currently, they are in Lowforge. That is one of the largest and probably one of the more industrialized cities in these regions. It is on the island of Q-Nargon. It is a cliff walls, white marble cliff walls that are soot stained with coal and smoke. There's forges everywhere. It's just one of those types of cities, and they have just finished securing a secret dock location hidden within a crevice of the canyon walls that they are using for the Crimson Gale to smuggle in and out the goods that they want. And right now, the Scarlet Reaver is loaded with goods and headed out for, well, perhaps trouble. And hello, Hill Knight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anybody else I haven't said hi to, other than the people trying to solicit to make money to get us more views? Sorry, we're not interested for those guys, but anyway, thanks for checking in. We are going to kick things off, though, tonight, and we're going to continue because the crew did decide, or these members of the crew decided, it was time to basically leave Lowforge and go and see what adventures await them. So with that in mind, let us have a look-see where we are. Everybody ready?
I'm on a boat. Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Steam curls from Lowforge's forge. Lowforge's forges. Boy, that's a mouthful. As dawn breaks over the city.
Island.
The hidden harbor below the cliffs glow in amber light. Smoke and sea mist mingle above the masts. The Scarlet Reaver lies moored, her crimson sails furled tight, her decks lined with pale marble blocks, strapped in iron bands. The scent of salt, oil, and fear clings to the air as the final preparations begin. Of course, as we know, there are multiple things that need to be done to get things ready to go. Who is going to step forward and help with securing cargo?
Oh, yeah.
Cayenne might be doing that. Yeah.
That's a Cayenne task?
And Dorak said so too, I think.
Okay, so the two of you are going to do it. So are you both going to roll separately, or is one of you going to do the help action for the other?
Doesn't matter.
I would say separate because he's still got his trench coat and fedora on, trying to make sure no one in the dock notices him.
Okay. So what you guys are doing right now, so Cayenne comes forward. Some of the other crewmen are there doing their jobs as well. But you guys are looked up to at this point. You have a better rapport amongst the crew of the ship. So they do look to you with respect for the most part. Obviously, the officers are a little bit different, but the crew themselves, you are pretty well respected at this point. You are lashing marble crates and bracing the hold for.
They are crates. They are in
crates. Well, there are things in crates. Yes.
Yeah, I was going to suggest we disguise the marble, if not.
Yeah, that's okay. That's actually a really good idea. So you're suggesting literally, because they are in slabs, right? The marbles in slabs. It'll take a little bit of more time to do that, to transfer, because right now the marble is laid out on the deck and it's been bound with iron strapping to hold it in place. So in order to, you have to break that down and get it and build, you actually probably build crates around it. So let's do.
That's what I'm thinking.
Let's do athletics checks for Cayenne and Jorak.
Okay, that's an 18.
Okay.
Ha ha! That's a 22.
Oh, nice. So you guide the crew with your help, and you manage to you unbound the marble. It takes a while because again there are lots of crewmen, but they're there helping, and there are other ships. As you know, there were 4 other Crimson Gale ships that have come into port. They are using this secret harbor for their uses as well. So you do have some of their crew helping because they're staying while you guys are going. So you do manage to do that. It does take some time. It pretty well takes the most better part of the whole day just to do that, just to work with the marble, and the rest of the crew will be taking care of the rest of the stuff. There's a lot of work going on, as you guys can imagine. There's a lot of orders being barked by the first mate, by the quartermaster. The crewmen are usually more than happy to oblige, but you know yourselves that the morale tends to drop. Do either Solvar or Rin want to step up and maybe help the crew with their morale? Okay, so Rin, you want to do that, and how do you profess to do that?
She is going to sing and dance and flirt with them just enough to boost their spirits, but not enough to distract them from their work.
Okay, well put. So we're gonna do 2 rolls for you. First one is an insight to see if you can pick out which ones probably need the most encouragement.
Crap. 19, 20, 21.
21. Yeah, you pick out a couple of individuals that really they're ho-humming about things. You know, the marble's been on, like they spent all day working getting the stuff on board the ship, or it was 2 days ago, and then last night was wrapping the metal bindings around it, and now of course it's unbinding it and putting it in building crates around it. So they're getting a little frustrated. You do isolate one individual. He's one of the deckhands. He's very nervous, and he claims that last night he heard the marble breathe. And he's honestly afraid.
Say that last part again.
He's honestly afraid. He says he heard the marble breathe, and he's really at the root of a lot of this negative energy that's kind of going, because he's got, again, people are superstitious. Pirates are just the same. They're superstitious.
I think pirates are more superstitious.
Yeah, and it's spreading, and people are just tired as well. So we're going to get to that part of it, though. But you've isolated this one individual. So what are you doing with him or saying to him? You can try an Arcana check if you want, because he says he heard the marble breathe.
Okay, let's try that. 17.
Okay, so you take a moment to kind of you're listening to him, and at the same time you're focusing on some of the marble that's still there on the deck. You sense faint magical resonance coming from the marble. It's not a spell or a glyph or anything like that. It's like core magical energy that at times, can give off sounds that may appear to be breathing. So taking some time, you're able to explain this to the deckhand. And now, because of that and your other morale boosting techniques, I need a persuasion check.
I was kind of hoping for performance, but
well, okay, let's do that. Let's do
performance. Okay, yeah. Cool. 23.
23. All right. So the entire crew is more like you've got sailors that are kind of like blushing here and there. Pirates don't blush much, but there's a few that you've got to that point. And you do manage to calm this deck right down. Like this deckhand is like, oh, okay. If that's what it is, his fear level drops. The other thing that's needing doing, and everybody's busy at this point so far, you're kind of fluttering around, probably spend some time up in the crow's nest because it gets away from everybody, but you can watch everything. You do see the ship's navigator up near the helm, and he's got some charts out on the deck being weighted down, and it looks like he's plotting some courses for the ship, but getting ready to go. Would you be interested in giving him a hand or checking out what he's doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were still talking to.
No. You're the only. They're all busy doing work stuff, but you're kind of watching and overseeing. And what you noticed, the one thing that stands out is this navigator, and he's standing there scratching his head once in a while and trying to plot a course. And
well, I'll go. I will come down a bit and kind of observe what he's doing at first, whether he's struggling to do what he's doing.
Okay, make me a survival check.
Survival?
Yeah.
Wisdom. 17.
Okay. You're watching him, and yeah, it does look like he's struggling at a few points, but he's doing his job. I mean, and he's doing a good job. But with your role, you manage to kind of see a few spots that he's missed out on or miscalculated where the navigation should be. Do you choose to offer that correction?
Well, first, I'm not going to tell him to do his job. I'm going to find out what exactly is he. What's his goal? Where's he plan on ending up? Because that will then tell me where he's missed.
Well, you're looking at what he's trying to do, and he's basically. It sounds like he's plotting the course to go back the way these guys came in. You weren't with them on the way in, but you see the plotting course is going south along the Alsatian coast, and then around the bottom of Alsatia, and going through the Onyx Chain Islands, which are volcanic islands and pretty hostile at times. But he kind of looks at you, and actually, just one moment here. I got to pull something up. I'm missing something, and I don't know where I put it. That would be in the documents, I think. And my apologies, guys.
I will be right back.
I am actually missing a document, and it's really, really, really bothering me. It's the Scarlet Reaver, main Scarlet Reaver document.
Oh, Shipson.
Oh, I think I found it. There we go. That's it. Yep. I found it. You are actually talking with Juno Mistwalker. Juno is a coral elf, bioluminescent navigator attuned to the ocean's deepest currents and arcane tides, which will kind of explains to you he's used to plotting and navigating in deeper waters. Right now, it looks like he's kind of hugging coastlines. Really not his expertise. But when you ask him where sorry. I got to start using the term they because that way it's all encompassing.
There you go.
But I keep forgetting. But she pulls out another map from underneath, and it's another big map, and lays it out, and then a third one and lays it out. And shows you where you are over here at Cunargon Island, and you're going down south around those things. She is plotting to go across the Thunder Gulf, which will take you from Alsafia straight to the Taishihiro Empire, bypassing the Seahorse Islands, and then continuing along the coastline past the Taishihiro Empire, Alrin Swamp, Summer Wave Shores, kind of skirting past. You see the plot line and a little hesitation, not stopping on the island of Whitemane, which is the pirates' main island down here, and you would know that from your end of where you guys are. But seems to be bypassing that. That's the home of the Crimson Gale, and then heading right to one of the largest cities that's along the southern coast, probably the largest city, Elderlock, in the Jade Forest region. So that is the final destination, and that's thousands of miles away. You're going to be at sea for a while. So he kind of says, "We're going to go from here." She goes here to here, and I'm having a little bit. I got no problem with the gap going past the Seahorse Isles. Like, that's no problem. It's some of because there's a lot of reef markings that you see on these maps, and they're, yourself from like early navigational maps, are not completely detailed. They're probably missing a lot. So trying to plot the course. And you see with that roll, you noticed a few better routes that she could be plotting.
Okay. I'm going to subtly suggest that what I'm seeing you do is you're trying to be as low-key, under the radar, non-observable as much as possible, not out of sight, out of mind of others.
She smiles. She doesn't say anything, but she smiles.
I reach in my pouch and I pull out my navigator's tools.
Okay.
And I turn to her and say, if you require any kind of assistance of stealthily getting to our destination, just let me know.
Okay.
I'm here to help you.
So you, Solvar, at this point, you will get a +1 rapport with Juno Mistwalker.
Ooh.
She likes you.
Oh,
We're probably the same height.
Well, with you flying and fluttering above the air, maybe, yeah. Okay. So now that you've got that. So the rest of the day, you guys are finishing up what you're working on. And Solvar, you're asked probably a few times throughout the day to kind of give a hand and plot a stretch of course and what have you. The two of you are working on Marble, and Cayenne, you're doing, or Cayenne and Jorak, you're doing your thing, and Ren, you are working to keep the crew motivated.
We haven't left the dock yet, right?
What's that?
We haven't left the dock yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
You are currently in harbor.
Okay.
The nighttime comes. You guys are now off duty. You hear talk. No one said anything directly to you yet, but you hear talk among the officers that they plan on leaving first thing in the morning, most likely. Are you guys doing anything or looking to get anything off the ship before you leave?
tavern.
Sorry?
Tavern.
You want to go drinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to fly up to the crow's nest, and I just want to observe anything suspicious going around the ship because I don't feel comfortable yet.
Pirate ship. Everything's suspicious.
No.
Okay. What about Cayenne and Jorak? What are you two up to?
Come on, Jorak, come drinking with me.
Jorak has to make a stop to pick up some supplies. He wants to get a good supply of boiled linseed oil, help with maintaining the ship's weapons. Once he's got that, he will kind of be the dedicated walker for Rin as he watches over her. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And Cayenne, what about you? What are your plans for the evening?
Well, Kyan, nobody else can see her right now. They don't know where she went because she went down to the galley and got a cup of hot soup and a cup of mulled cider and back up onto the deck, whispered something into Garrick's ear, and found a tiny little hole between some crates to hunker down in. And she's going to be guarding the ship secretly and listening.
Okay. So, first of all, you can make me a stealth check because you want to tuck yourself away.
But nobody's looking. Oh, good. That's a stealth. 23.
Okay.
I rolled a
you are
We're wasting all our high rolls here.
Yeah, you're pretty. You're pretty well hidden. You've got your soup. You're settled in. Solvar, make me a perception check because you're basically looking for the suspicion amongst the suspicious. So you're looking for the odd one out, maybe the one that's not suspicious looking.
17.
You scour the deck of this ship. There's nobody. I mean, you recognize that the crew of this ship seems pretty tight. You do notice the 4 other ship crews. There are a few of their crew still mingling with the crew here on the Reaver, and vice versa. You know, they're coming and going. There's a lot of activity on the docks because it's not completely built yet. Like this little port they're doing. There's a lot of construction still going on, but that's kind of stopped for the night. There's small groups. There's barrels that have been set up. There are fires going because the mist is spraying, and it's a little bit cool because again, you're in an ocean area and you are tucked into a crevice with ocean spray coming in. So yeah, you're seeing that, and you really aren't seeing anything out of the ordinary. I mean, you spot little things that there's nothing really, like you kind of pay attention a little bit longer. You know, that person's okay. They're just feeling a little bit odd or whatever. But there's a lot of little gambling going on, and they've set up this is where Ren and Jorak are headed off to. They're not actually don't even have to go into Low Forge anymore. They've kind of set up a tavern right inside the little harbor area, tucked into a kind of a cave in the side of the wall. There's someone you see that looks like someone is trying to, and you can see this from up there, Solar. Someone is trying to turn it into a tavern. It's not complete. There's salvage everywhere and crates and some lumber and whatever else all over the place. But there is some tables set up with some stools, and there is some singing going on over there. It looks like a large bar area. You see movement going on. You're not sure of all the details just yet, but you do see Rin and Jorak walking over to that particular place. So with that, Rin and Jorak, you have headed over to this makeshift little tavern that is kind of like an alcove or a semi-cave on the side of the wall. It will be right off the harbor when it's all finished. But you kind of get in there and you see a dwarf, one of the little folk dwarves. He's not an off-world dwarf, behind a bar that he's established, and it's kind of at his height, so it's a little bit short for everybody else. But he's there, and you've got people. You've noticed the stools that are there are probably about this much shorter than a stool should be. So you're kind of going down to his level, and he's serving up like mugs, like whatever mugs, random mugs off of ships that have been donated, and kegs of rum are there, and he's kind of sorting them out. And there's some guys over singing in the corner, and doing his thing and playing some music. So Ren, what are you doing specifically? Because Jorak's watching your butt.
Well, she's going to order. Jesus. She's going to order a drink and offer to dance for the patrons to the music of the bard that's there.
Okay. Jorak, what are you going to do while she's doing that?
He's going to turn to the barkeep and he's going to pull out his pouch. And 1, 2, 3. And for whatever reason, he's going to hand over 100 gold. And it's going to be like investing in your tavern.
This dwarf is just like literally looking at you. His beard almost like knots up on its own. Like he's just kind of, what, really?
Do a good job.
And you're Jorak from the Reaver, right?
I'm Jorak.
He is.
He puts his hand out to you. They call me Dan.
Dan.
Just
Dan the man.
What is the name of this place?
You pipe in there, Ren, as you're kind of beside him and you're starting to get into the music, and you say Dan the man. No, I'm a dwarf.
Dan the dwarf.
Just call me Dan.
Dan.
Dan's fine. So now this will be Dan and Jorak's place.
Just Dan. I don't need a name here. You do not want my name here. Trust me.
Or Dan.
You're a partner. We'll figure it out. And with that, he nods to you, Ren, and you start doing your dance. Ren, you can make your performance check.
Yeah, the last thing he needs is having his name up near safety.
17.
Yeah. 17. You do really well, and you get to drink for free. So by the time you're about 4 mugs, like these aren't shot glasses, we're talking mugs of rum. You're pretty hammered, and still you're doing your thing, and the musician's the same way. And another guy gets up and he starts playing what looks like a harmonica type of an instrument. It doesn't sound very good, but people are still clapping and singing and having a great time. You can tell there's a few sailors that have fallen asleep in the corner. People are exhausted. They've all been working on this project now for a couple of days, and it's tiring. So it's kind of, and they're just letting loose and having some fun.
Well, that was why I wanted to come here.
Exactly. So you have a great time. Jorak, make sure you get back to the ship safely. You're back on board. Jorak, make a note on your sheet that you are partner in Dan's place in Lowforge.
Got it. Wasn't intended that way, but got it.
No, but you know what? You just offered 100 gold pieces to a grumpy old dwarven retired pirate.
Yep. Well, tell me, do we have a cleric on board that can undrunk these guys so they could be functional tomorrow?
They're going to be pretty hungover. Well, Ren might be pretty hungover in the morning.
They're pirates. Fine.
You eventually do find sleep. You do find sleep. In the morning, Ren, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, boy. Just 14.
Okay. Yeah, you got a headache, but other than that, you're fine. Like it's just like wow.
That was a great night. Oh.
Yeah, you guys had a blast. Even Jorak, I mean, you had great conversations with Dan, the dwarf, and he kind of understands the fact you don't want your name out there. You kind of made him understand that whole thing. So as you guys are waking, there's Ren and Jorak, you obviously you see each other, you see the rest of the crew, everybody's there.
Cayenne rises out of her spot in the daylight.
Cayenne, are you coming out of the spot now, or are you staying in?
In the daylight, she'll come out.
Okay. Suddenly, Cayenne appears out of nowhere.
Ah,
She's just like, she wasn't there a minute ago, but she just came out from like some barrel, like a barrel and a couple crates, and there she is. So although you kind of flutter around, you still have the best view of anything on the ship. But as you guys are kind of realizing everybody and doing head counts, you know that the Reaver is still down 2 crewmen. So that's going to be something that is, I mean, right now you're down to 28 crew, plus the officers and the captain. And you hear from above deck, because you guys are, Cayenne, you are on deck. So the rest of you have come up, and from up above near the helm, you hear Captain Vane's voice. Cast off! Captain Vane command echoes across the harbor, especially in this kind of crevice area. So you hear it. You do notice, Silvar, you notice other crew from other ships look towards the Reaver as the captain shouts that. The Reaver starts to drift. The crewmen are untying the moorings, and it starts to drift out a little bit and away from this hidden harbor and away from the main harbor of Low Forge. Drifting from the moorings, the crimson sails catch the dawn's first breath. The forges fade to smoldering dots on the horizon as the cutter slides east towards Alsafia, the sea calm and vast before her. For a heartbeat, the voyage feels blessed. It's a great, it's been a great morning. It turns into a great day. As you go, and you're probably, the day passes, you spend the night, and you're still, of course, at sea. And the next morning, all of a sudden, there is a tremor from below. It's a single tremor. It runs through the deck. You can feel it, deep and soft as a sigh. What are you doing? Does anybody want to investigate that, or you want to investigate? But you notice, Silvar, you've been watching the crew a lot. You notice right off the bat that after that tremor, the superstition level of the crew just went up like 5 notches. So they're up there. So someone might need to step in and keep people under control. But I'm letting you know. But you want to investigate, Ren.
Guys, relax.
So are you okay, Ren? Are you doing the crew, keeping them under control, or are you going to go down and investigate in the hold?
Well, she wanted to like alleviate everybody's fears, and then she says, "I got this," and go down to check it out.
Okay.
That sound.
I will. Does anybody want to help with the crew? Anybody want to help?
Subside them?
Yeah, to keep them calm.
Sure. I think I'm going to put out a little song, little dance.
So you're doing a. Okay,
and walks up to your shoulder and says, yes, play.
Okay, so you're doing a performance, Silvar, and what were you doing, Cayenne?
Walked up to Solvar's shoulder and said, yes, do play. Something soothing, calming.
Dance, little
material.
Dance.
So performance or persuasion, it's your choice.
So I guess I'm helping him by.
Yes, so you can do it with advantage.
Yeah.
You can do so with advantage.
Encouraging him.
13 and 6, 19.
That sound, Cayenne?
19.
Okay.
Are you making that sound?
What sound?
It's like a.
it's like a crunching sound in the background. It's consistent.
think so.
We don't know who it is.
Nope.
I'm doing this, but that's about it. Anyway,
it sounds like something like sanding or something. Yeah,
it sounds like that.
Yeah.
No.
It's not doing it now. It's just funny when it happens. Can you
So
guys
you
out
got,
there hear it?
you do manage to keep the crew under control.
Okay.
You stop rumors from spreading because, again, you notice right off one person says something and then the next person says something and it changes, and it was starting to go, and you interrupted by providing a distraction. And that's perfect. As for Ren, you go below deck. And you're noticing, again, you're the only one so far, and that one deckhand you told, that senses that magical resonance, or you can feel it. Something's off. So you investigate a little bit further. I need an Arcana check.
The marble is crying. It's sad.
14.
That's just what you needed. You notice that marble it's got an emittance of, right now you can hear the resonance again and feel it, but it's deeper. You're not sure what it was, but you can feel the feeling resembles the tremor, but not ship-wide. It feels... Actually, make me an insight check.
Come and get the bird.
19.
19. Perfect.
Not a demon core.
You're kind of there, and you're listening, and you're feeling, and you're sensing the magic of this stone, this marble stone. And Solvar, take inspiration, please, because yes, the marble is crying.
Oh, see, told you.
So inspiration, Solvar, in case, since you are not really familiar with 5e, you basically get an extra d20 roll with one time. You can choose to re-roll any d20 roll using your inspiration die. So you have that now in the future because, yeah, you hit it straight in the head. It is crying.
See, sad marble.
It's sad.
See, Minoosh.
I actually tried talking to the stone.
Okay. You sit, and how long do you spend doing this?
A while. I don't know. Like
okay.
I'm trying to comfort it. Yeah.
Okay.
A pet rock.
Cayenne.
Well, Cayenne. Well, so you're going to spend some time down there doing that, and that's fine. Cayenne, what do you move on to do once everything is set? What are you working on?
Cayenne goes below, gets into her little bunk about on this one crate at the one end, and gets into a meditation pose. And she activates her patron's boon.
Okay.
So she's going to ask her patron a single question, and the answer will appear in a cryptic vision. And she's going to ask, is this possible that this stone we have quarried is somehow alive in some way?
Okay.
That's the question
just to kind of take a step back in the meta category right now. First of all, I need you to make an Arcana check because so far Rin is the only one that has sensed this particular activity.
Oops, you were right. Sorry.
It's okay.
That would be 15.
Sometimes we get into the rut where everybody shares everything amongst the party, but then sometimes when we're not in that particular situation, we forget and you go, "Oh, damn, I don't know that yet."
15.
Okay,
15.
You start to sense it after the tremor, because you've helped Solvar and everything else, but you're sensing a resonance that there's something.
Yeah, the tremor and the resonance is more what I was referring to anyway.
Yeah, there's something odd though, and it's coming from the marble. So you ask your patron this, and you reach out. And what is this? Did you use this? Are you just meditating and asking, or are you using a spell? Are you using ability?
It's a feature of her covenant class.
Okay, so what's the wording on that?
Patron's boon. Once per long rest, you can ask your patron a single question, and the answer appears in a cryptic vision.
Okay. Let me just double check something. You have to forgive me. I'm kind of in the midst of figuring some shite out. I gotta pull up some stuff.
It wasn't just that that I was thinking that I heard him say that. It was more so that their experiences down in the quarry with the stone, the piece of stone she's been carrying around, the finished one, how the marble has had this weird radiance to it. It's all added together to make her ask this question.
And then the humming that we had with the marble when we first got there.
Yep. And now it's
How we attuned with the marble.
Okay, just 1 second.
we just thought it was residual magic, but now here we have these noises coming, the tremor, the ship. She's decided to ask this question. Perhaps
Just magic rock.
Okay. I think there it is. Yeah, the marble. This is what is returned to you as you're meditating and you're focused, you're reaching out. Stone that remembers, heart that waits. It does not sleep. It listens. Beware what wakes when thunder speaks its name. And that's it. That's the response you get. So it gives you something to kind of think about. You can make a religion check.
That's a 10.
Yeah, you're not I mean, you're getting the feeling that you're being told that yes, in a way, but it's not hostile yet. But other than that, I mean, maybe it's a curse because you removed it from the island. You don't know. But other than that, you're kind of in the dark. So you spent your time meditating. You did commune. And that's the response you got.
Okay.
All right. So, Ren, what do you, other than talk, like you're just spending time talking to the marble? Okay. Make me an insight check. You spend the entire, I'm going to say you probably spend the whole day here doing this and working on
20.
20? Nice.
Not enough.
You feel there's something here. But you're getting the sense this is not cursed. It's not evil or anything like that, but there is a presence in this marble. You feeling that. So, what are you doing for the course of the day while they're off? It could be a spirit. Could be a possession, but it's not evil and it's not cursed.
Okay, so now that the crew is settled.
Yeah, they're all settled. Everybody's kind of setting in as the it seems like it's a beautiful day.
Play them a flute, did a little dance.
Yep.
A little glow. I'm going to go and check out where everybody else is because it seems as though 2 other members are missing.
Okay.
So,
Jorak, what are you doing as Solvar is kind of looking around for everybody?
Jorak actually went, everything seems to be in hand. So he went to find first mate Sylvia.
Okay. So you are headed to find the first mate. So the first mate is on deck.
Mm-hmm.
Silva Stormborn Quinn, the Tidewalker.
Yes.
She is the master of ship combat and current. So you do see Silva is standing beside one of the ballistas, that are on the deck. And Solvar, you find them. You see Jorak talking to the first mate beside one of the large ballistas. That's the first person you find.
Okay.
You do not see Rin or Cayenne on deck.
That's why I'm asking, Jorik, where's the other two?
Are you asking me?
Your name's Jorik?
Oh,
Okay, you're looking up in the air. I'm kind of walking right now. So you have to look down.
no. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm used to flying.
What? Oh, you're down there.
Hi.
So
Oh.
where is Rin and Cayenne?
So Jorak's looking around, kind of unsure.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Silva actually looks over as you kind of came in and they were like having a chat, and she looks over to you, Silvar, and says, "Oh, I know Rin went down to the hold."
Okay. Thank you, my lady.
So,
Off
so
I
you
go.
Under the hold.
go down to find Rin. As you go down, you pass Cayenne sitting kind of in her spot that she's known for in meditation.
Okay.
So you pass her by and you get down to Rin. And Rin's talking to the marble with her hand resting on it and talking to it.
She's talking to the marble.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Oh, you're
Yeah.
Rin talking to the marble. See,
Yeah.
nothing surprised me with Kitty Cat. Okay, what the devil are you doing? What are you doing? To Rin?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Just having a chat with my friend here.
The rock?
It's marble.
So what's the conversation?
Goose, for you.
This is an A-B conversation. You can see your way out, little birdie bird.
Two-way conversation. All right, I'm going to go over to Cayenne and just sort of observe what she's doing and if she needs assistance in any way.
Okay. She's very, very quiet for a while. So you're sitting there quietly. So going back up on top of the deck, Jorak, you are talking with the first mate.
Mm-hmm.
What can I do for you, Jorak?
I'm kind of looking to help reinforce the crew's courage. I know that they get flighty sometimes. I'd like to offer them like maybe some pit fighter classes, give them confidence in some techniques. If you think that's okay.
That kind of look at you, and that might be a good idea. But just so you know, I mean, you're not used to the seas per se. It's really not your background. And Silva is, she is a sea folk, being a tide walker, and she just kind of looks at you and says, "But I think that might help." Sailors in general, especially pirates, are a superstitious lot, and they tend to be a little bit on edge for obvious reasons. As I'm sure you are, as she kind of looks up and looks towards the eastern direction. You don't see Alsafia yet, but you know it's coming. You're heading towards it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that would be an idea. And she will help you during this day to organize it.
Okay.
To kind of have shifts of crews, so you're not taking away from tasks of crewmen. And she actually gets the captain to make it an order that they have to participate for at least an hour session.
Yeah.
As you're doing it. So,
and the idea is just that we got cargo. We're going to be a target. Let's help get our men empowered a little bit in case of future encounters.
Yeah, well, you being a pit fighter, you've got that background where, obviously you're tough, but there were times in the pits you knew you were going to get your ass kicked. and you knew you had to take it because that's just the way it was in the pits, because you were enslaved and that's what you were expected to do. So you couldn't cower away from it or anything else. You kind of had to meet the challenge, and do what you, regardless of whether the fact you knew you were going to lose. That's what you had to do, right? So, yeah, it's all set up the first day, and by the second day, everything's going good. You just, and again, everybody, Cayenne, you come out of your communing, your ability. Ren, you finished talking to the stones. Silvar, you've watched everybody and kind of got a feel for what everybody's doing, and that day pretty well passes. Just so you guys know, at any point in time while we're on the ship, there are interactions you can choose to do. Obviously, fellow crewmen and deckhands are always there, but Captain Vane, Constable and Human, he's there. The first mate, the quartermaster Garrick the Raven, who's a Volpus beastfolk. You got Juno Mistwalker. You've got Bosun Vargas, Iron Fist, who is the largest individual on the ship. He is a fell-handed giant folk, a very large individual. You've got the two gunners, which are not playable races or ancestries. They're cursed. They are weir rats, 100%. You know what they are. You've got some deckhands that are a lot of goblins, orcs, different tribal folk. The surgeon, who is Elise Dorn, she is a Celifern. She's a soul weaver, Celifern. Healer and interrogator, and then you've got cooks and little smugglers. They're little folk. I don't have their names currently. One is a hairfit, and the other one is a pippin snap. So they're the cooks on the ship, and very sneaky. You know that about them. So at any point in time you're on the ship and you have a time aboard, you can choose if you wish to interact with them at certain times. Let me just close this up and move on to where we're supposed to be. Okay. By the third sunset, after you've left Lowforge, the coast of Elsafia glows in the distance. The Reaver's Hall hums faintly, the hall itself. And you've heard this before, that you know that the Reaver is enchanted, like many of the ships on the Southern Expanse. However, Rin, you notice this, no one else does. Far ahead, there's a storm brewing. There's thunder. And you feel the marble reacting to the thunder. Aligning with it.
I go down to the hold and I try to soothe the marble.
Okay. So you spend some more time doing, with the marble. Night drapes itself across the sea. Distant lightning silhouettes the far horizon. A single flicker of stormlight marking the path east towards the coast. Below deck, that marble is humming again, steady, like a slow heartbeat of the voyage, as you move forward. And we move to...
That doesn't look like a storm.
Nope. The storm passes. Like, you don't even go through it.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Well, being that she got this cryptic vision with these words and she didn't know really what to make of it, but now that there's a storm coming, she might just make her way up to probably Garrick, since she knows him a little bit more, and say, I have a bad feeling about the storm. I did some meditation. He
kind of looks at you strange.
Yes.
What do you mean?
The warning I got a warning to say. Let's say a warning to beware what wakes when thunder speaks this marble's name.
He looks to you, and he's not being doubtful at all. Like, he just looks to you sincerely, and then looks to the navigator and looks down at some of the maps that are there. Well, good thing we're going to miss that storm. But I will keep that in mind, and I will pass it on to Captain Vane. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
I will make note that everything you guys do here, like there's certain things, like there's ticks where you I mark a trouble tick, and if you get so many ticks in it, eventually something happens. And likewise, there's different things going on in the back. So just so you know that everything you are doing makes a difference, one way or another. So you guys do miss the storm. You hear it in the distance. And as the closer you got to it, Ren, you know the marble reacted. Every time the thunder would roll across the sky, the marble's hum would almost attune to it. And it's still, you feel that there's a sadness there, somewhat, but it's, everything seems fine so far. The fifth dawn.
Did Cayenne notice that Ren was talking to the stone?
Ren's down in the hold. So unless you specifically leave the middle deck area and go down into the cargo hold.
When she went down to sleep or something, was there any time she might have seen her talking?
There's no sleeping in the cargo hold unless you're sleeping in the cargo hold.
Oh, I thought that's where some of our berths were.
Some. It's up to you guys where you want it. If you want to be in the cargo hold, yeah, you would notice that.
I had pictured that from what we originally said, that I was in the cargo hold.
Yeah, that's fine. It's probably the most away from people as well. You do see Ren, kind of talking to the phone now and again over the past couple of days that you've been traveling. So,
okay.
As I mentioned, the fifth dawn, it breaks in gold and gray. The storm immediately gone. But the southern coast now, obviously through the course of the night and the day, the Scarlet Reaver has kind of turned from going east to going south, almost hugging the Alsathian coast, like you noticed in the navigator's maps. Little bit of a treacherous go, and you guys are all noticing that, especially if you have seafaring and you've been on board a ship for a long time. You will note that the navigator and the captain, the helmsman are having, they're having some issues here and there as they go. The southern coast of Alsathia rises from the haze, red dunes fading into jagged cliffs. Their bases carved by centuries of tide. A narrow inlet glints ahead, framed by broken piers and skeletal remains of stone warehouses. Jorak, you've heard of this place. This is Varen's Cove. Once a mining port for the Aurora Range, now a half-ruined haven for those who trade in shadow. This is not a place for normal Alsathians. Alsathia is a pretty nasty place to begin with, but these would be sometimes the nastier of the nasty. But at this point, it seems like the Reaver is headed to that cove. Are you guys saying
making landfall? Says Cayenne to wherever she's standing next to the crew.
Word has it we're gonna anchor offshore and take a boat in and maybe get some fresh supplies.
Jorak goes below, and a few minutes later, he comes back up with his trench coat and his fedora. Okay, I'm ready.
I wish I had that picture loaded. I put it up on the screen. It's a good one. But yeah, so he's obviously hiding as well. You guys notice that part of Alsathia, Jorak, is known as the Goblin Sands, above where the cove is, and you see the dry winds blowing off those sands, carrying that red dust towards the ship, through the air. you guys notice that there's a thin layer of red sand now and again the closer you get. And sure enough, the reaver stops and they set anchor probably about 200 yards from the cove. And of course, the shore boat is lowered down. And the four of you are approached by the captain and kind of gives you a list. So I want to send the four of you ashore to see if you can get what's on this list and see what the trade value would be. And he does hand you a sack of coin to be used if necessary. Everybody in agreement?
Aye, aye, Captain.
You see the frill on the back of Kyan's head rise up a little bit, which, if anybody known her, she does when she's at her most heightened sense of danger about. Without saying anything, you can tell she's a little upset. She doesn't like the looks of this place.
Okay. I've lost Ren off the screen. I don't know where she went.
She's trying to get that picture up of Jorak in his trench coat. It was fading in and out, Ren.
Yeah, I know. It's because I have the green screen thing on.
By the time you guys you anchor up and the boat's down. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's Jorak at the moment, hiding under his fedora and his trench coat. You do see Jorak as you guys are in the boat, and it's getting later in the day by the time you guys are anchored and everything's down, and you're rowing towards the shore. You do have a couple of crewmen there to help you as well to row ashore, and you notice that there some of the ruined buildings on the shoreline have the faded crest of some of the Elsafia mining guilds. It is getting closer to nightfall. The sun is actually down because as you get closer to these areas, the sun is on the far side. So it's starting to get twilight in the area. And those mines shimmer faintly, even visible out to sea as you're still like 100 yards out and rowing in. I need... I need perception checks from all of you.
$17.
Okay.
15.
That's 1.
18.
15, that's 2. Okay.
17.
Okay.
17.
All right. So all of you noticed it. I needed 3 of you to get it. You guys, as you're rowing ahead, because again, you're not doing the most rowing, you're watching. You notice movement amongst some of the ruins as you're going. What's the plan?
Take flight.
Is this a pattern I recognize, or is there anything about this movement that feels familiar?
It's not rigid. It's not trained. It's just
Lucid.
probably smugglers.
Yeah. Kyan would say we are noted. Our arrival is seen.
We can't tell if they've noticed you, but you've noticed them. And it's not small animals or anything like that. They are humanoid sized.
Well, they better keep their distance if they know it's good for them. And he looks at Ren.
Okay. So you continue moving forward. And as you go, I need stealth checks from everybody to see if you can land the boat in a spot where it would not be noticed.
Too bad this isn't Fade. I rolled a nat 1. She would have advantage if we were getting towards dark.
16.
15. Okay. Jorak?
14.
Okay. At least 3 of you. You have avoided alerting those within the ruins. So you do get ashore, and you're kind of looking around, and it is just that. It's ruins. There looks like there's remnants of old campsites where things have been set up. These torn tarps, broken open barrels here and there, with dried oil on the barrel. There's no footprints in this particular area as you go. It looks like the only way you're going to find something here that's on this list would be to find the smugglers or those that could trade with. So there is 3 options that you can foresee. Obviously, you can run into them, reach out to them, do a parlay, try to get the supplies you want. You can do actual trading, to try and get more than what was on this list, or you can do the pirate thing and do the threaten or fight.
What were we given to pay for our supplies?
You got a bag of currency. You've got some coin and gems and whatnot. So you do have something you can trade with. You may be able to get more than what's on that list, but that all depends on what you choose to do. So what is your course of action as you are on the beach at this point? The crewmen are staying behind. Are you going after them for a fight? Or are you...
And we know for sure that what we're looking for is in those ruins.
What you were told is there's usually someone here, a group of smugglers, or almost always something going on in these ruins. Maybe a small group, maybe a large group. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take flight and sort of just like fly around, scout the area, see where there's groups of people huddled around, get a lay of the land a bit before we decide you want to start traipsing in there. Any traps, no traps, but whatever.
And Rin is going to stealth her way around as well to kind of assist.
Okay. Because we're going to have...
There are 3 smugglers that you kind of make out at a distance. But only 3. You don't see any more movement than that down here.
Are they camping together?
Can I?
Yeah, they've got a campsite kind of set up.
Okay.
Can I sneak my way in to see if they've got what we're looking for?
Roll me a stealth check.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Would this be called a smuggler's warren?
Yep.
Okay, so 18. 18.
Okay. You quietly sneak in. They don't seem to notice you. You're kind of behind an old, you're not sure what it was. It was a wall of some kind to a building. And you're just kind of looking and watching. They have a small camp set up. There are 3 of them, and there are crates of supplies around. Crates and barrels and different things around. Make me a perception.
Also 18.
Okay. You do notice up on one of the cliff faces where looks like there was a path that they could follow up the side of the cliff, and up at the top there appears to be what looks like firelight.
I'm gonna go investigate.
So you're gonna go around where they are and kind of go up?
Yeah, I kind of signal back to my friends to just wait.
Okay, you will need to make another stealth check with disadvantage because you're going up a cliff path.
And Kyan would find some cover next to a half-broken wall or something to kind of blend into.
Okay.
All right. With disadvantage, I got 18.
You get to the top, and there is another small encampment, but there's only one individual sitting by the fire. He is an individual that is slightly larger, but you've seen his kind before. You've got one of them aboard your ship. He is a fell-handed giant. So he's about 7.5 feet tall.
Yeah, and I'm like 5.5.
You also notice he is wearing Alsathian military garb.
And he has not noticed me, right?
Nope. Hasn't noticed you at all. And he seems to be the only one up there at the moment.
All right. And there doesn't seem to be anything else around?
No.
All right, so I'm going to sneak my ass back down there and tell them what I found.
Okay. So Rin
Well, we
comes
know
back.
that the Alsathian army does not like us, and they have our descriptions, so we need to avoid him or take him out without him seeing us.
One of the smugglers, Ren, that is at the bottom, that looked like he was in charge of the other two, is this fellow.
Well, he looks real trustworthy.
Yeah, probably not.
That lantern would be a keg of rum.
And up on the top, actually, sorry, I misraced the fellow at the top. I thought he was a fell-handed. He's not. He's a dragon folk.
Oh.
Still about 7 feet tall.
And I'm still about 5.5.
So that's what you have noticed. And you report back to these guys that that's what there is. There is two of them, or there's three of them down below, and there's this one guy up at the top that was noticed.
So what do you all think we should do?
Perhaps talk to those two down here and see if we can trade with them. Just get back out.
Okay.
Well, there's only 3 of them.
Okay, the
are
boat is
pirates.
secure. What did I miss?
Okay, Rin
No,
went-
I know. Just keep going.
Okay. All right.
I heard. But
Okay.
Jorak was just joining the party, so he's now listening in. What's going on?
Okay, so Kyan said that the Alsathian knows about them. Is
Yes.
that pre me coming along?
Well, yes, and also when we first got there, and there was that one Alsathian agent that had looked at his ledger and then came after us.
So we killed him.
We killed
Yes,
him.
that was before you.
Yes, but how did he get his information? He got it from the Alsathians that we fought on the ship when we had the ship battle and avoided.
But I wasn't there.
You guys are all aware at this point that one of your rank is on Alsathian radar. Actually has a wanted poster. And that would be Mr. Jorak down here.
Oh, turtle in the hamster.
Do we know that, does Ren and Kyan know that we rescued Jorak from the Alsathians, or do we not know that?
Oh, yeah.
You're part of the crew.
Rin would know, and Cayenne would know. You two
Yes,
know
so
that
I'd
he's
also
rescued from
say that.
there.
We also broke Jorak out of their pit fighting ring.
He was a slave. He was an Alsathian slave.
I know
Yes.
I was there for that breakdown,
freedom.
but I don't know if you were. Were you?
Yes,
Cyan
Okay.
was, yeah. Everyone was there, part of the crew.
except for
He
Solar.
was the last one.
Except for Solvar, yeah.
So the question I would have then is there anything on this list that would draw someone's attention?
The supply
Not
list?
really. The list is like basic supplies.
Basic supplies. So why not I go and purchase basic supplies? Because they don't know who I am. I'm putting that out to the group.
Okay.
You can attempt
If they're hostile, though, then you'll be up there by yourself.
I can fly.
Okay.
They can shoot arrows.
We'll stand back here by the boat. And you can go try.
And you can, and if you get in trouble, signal us. Go like caw, caw.
That's a crow.
Okay. You
I'm gonna
I'll
make that
sneak
change.
up back to my hidey hole so that I'm close by if Solvar's dealings go
sideways.
pear-shaped.
Okay.
Okay. So Silvar, you fly up
Mhm.
and you startle the shit out of the smugglers. Like, oh,
I'm sorry.
where did you come from?
I'm just here doing a bit of shopping.
By the way, it's a hobgoblin, in case you're wondering.
Oh, that's what that thing is?
Yeah.
It's got lovely markings.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And they're all hobgoblins that are here, but he's the main dude.
Okay.
Now, what are you intending to do? Some deception, or are you just going to do a straight trade?
No, I'm going to. I guess it is a deception. Sorry. I guess I'll be rolling that
I mean,
for a
you
moment.
can tell the truth, just don't tell what ship
Yeah.
you're from, what the
Yeah,
ship's name is.
I was just saying I have a shopping list that I have to get these supplies from, and I just don't know where I'm going. Would you happen to have them? And if they're a reasonable price, maybe we could barter for them.
The number one thing on the list is fresh water, and make me first of all, make me a persuasion roll.
Persuasion. Ooh, that's a big charisma bonus. Oh, 18.
Nice. Yeah, he offers you to sell a couple barrels of fresh water and fish. He's got some salted fish that would be good. It's on the list. And he actually shares a little bit of gossip that you guys are talking, you're bartering back and forth, right? He basically says, yeah, we've been dealing with the guy up on the hill, and he's responsible for a patrol that's not far off.
Patrolling what?
An Alsatian patrol, the military.
Oh, friend or foe?
They're not usually good for those like you and those like me. But yeah, but we're on pretty good terms with the guy up on the hill, even though he's still a baddie, but yeah. So he basically, you exchange some coin, and he does sell you that. Now for the deception part, roll a deception.
Oh, deception now. Okay, hang on.
Oh boy.
What are you trying to deceive him?
We'll find out.
Trying to get a little bit more out of the deal.
19.
Okay. You get, he throws in an extra barrel of fish and 2 extra barrels of water for the price. And at the same time, you give him the coin that he asked for.
Right.
And
But I also want to give him a little bit extra.
Well, he takes that little bit extra and he gives it back to you.
Oh,
put this in your pocket. So if you're going back to, he kind of looks now. If you're going back to that ship out there, this is yours. Keep it. And he's handing you basically 25 gold pieces.
okay. Cha-ching.
Oh,
okay. So you come back with supplies.
Okay.
Roll barrel. It takes you a while. You roll some barrels across the sand, and you get back to where these guys are all kind of camped out. And it seems that he has done quite well. Solvar has managed to get the items off the ship.
Lucky
or
bird.
off the traders and back to the ship.
Caca.
So taking a moment, and loading the barrels onto your shore boat. I can't remember what they were called. And you get it back. Get it back to the ship, and you return the coin to the captain. The captain's fine with everything. You know, they count it out, but they don't know that you got a kickback. They have no idea. But that's besides the point. And everything's fine. And you guys lift up sail, and by dusk, pale sails gleam on the horizon as you guys are going, and you're heading further along the coast. A two-masted cutter flying Alsatian gold and blue banners. They tack towards you. Her hull scuffed from sand and salt. The Reaver's crew hushes. This far south, patrols don't ask questions. They simply fire first and apologize later.
Does it look military?
Yes.
Oh.
Can we outrun her, Captain?
Yeah. Can we outrun them with our smoke screen or whatever?
You kind of see the captain almost biting his lip. Technically, we could try. Not always the best way we like to do it. I'm just thinking we go over to some of those rocks along the cliffs and hide, and then when they come in to think, we just take them out.
That works too.
Whatever you think is best, Captain.
Okay. So you guys do manage to get to into hiding, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait. Nothing happens. The captain gives the order to kind of veer out. The Alsatian ships have gone in another direction. They veered off, perhaps not wanting to. It's hard to tell. You guys know that the Reaver has a reputation, and many ships, Alsatian included, don't want a run-in with the Scarlet Reaver. However, there were two of them, and they both veered off. So either something more important has come up, or they just weren't interested, or they didn't even clock you. You're not sure. It looked like they did, but they bypassed. So you guys continue. You as you're going, you see that the ships in the south, almost looks like they're heading towards the Onyx chain rather than towards you. And as that particular ship patrol fades into the dusk behind you, lanterns dwindling like dying stars ahead, the coast falls away into open blue. And as time goes on, a couple days pass, and you continue. And this is what you see as open blue ahead. You know, Solvar, from the map where you are. You have completely bypassed the Onyx chain.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought we were going there.
Yeah, no, you actually bypassed the chain entirely.
Okay.
And you were able to successfully, thanks to your navigational help, get and hug the Alsatian coast close enough. They didn't pay any bother. You're pretty well assuming now that's probably what happened because you were so close to the coast. They assumed you were just an Alsatian trade vessel at a distance and probably veered off and ignored it. The air grows a little thick and warm, and there is lightning in the distance ahead in that blue, flickering silently on the horizon. This is the Thunder Gulf awakening. The Seahorse Isles and Kelpwood lie to the south, or lie to the north, sorry, as you're crossing this. But the ship is not turning south. It is continuing east as it goes. What's our time like? Okay, good. Let's go. Are we here?
Towards my home.
Yes, by the 9th day, the world feels heavy. The winds shift. No longer from the west, but from nowhere at all. The sea darkens to ink blue, the horizon swallowed by low clouds. Static crawls along the rigging, and faint lightning dances inside the thunderheads ahead. The crew whispers of Audrey's anvil, where the sky and sea were once forged together. The Reaver sails straight towards it. I need, Solvar, a survival check for navigation.
14 and 2, 16.
Okay. Rin,
Yes.
I will need an acrobatics for rigging reinforcement.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And I need either or both Cayenne and Jorak for arcane observation.
23.
I have no skill in Arcana.
I have no skill in Arcana.
Oh, one can help the other and you give yourself advantage.
We will both roll together.
23
You look
on
that way,
rigging.
I'll look that way.
23, okay. So the sails and the lines are secure. Solvar, you've identified the Gulf's changing current and the mainstay of the course. So you make sure the navigator is on point because it's hard at this point with the storm.
I got
So
an 11 arcane observation
13.
So you get an 11 with advantage, or you guys rolled separately?
No.
13.
Separately.
separately.
Okay.
I got a 13.
Yeah. So you don't really notice anything as you go.
I don't know.
The storm is challenging. You guys are sailing through a storm with a partial successes like that. There are some damage to the hull, and there are a couple of crew injuries. No deaths, but there are some crew injuries amongst the as you're battling the storm. Going further into it, the first bolt strikes without warning. The sea erupts in blinding light, and thunder follows like a cannon broadside. The Scarlet Reaver shudders, every board, every mast, every sail. Her deck awash with rain and now fear. Lightning begins to web across the sky, and the marble below, you can hear it resonating, a hum, loud. Someone yells from below deck, "It's glowing!" As if answering a call to the storm. I need 3 successes before 2 failures here. I need helm control, which if someone has skill in water vehicles, I don't know if anybody has that.
Nope. I didn't even know that was a skill.
It's basically survival, but if you have the skill, like if you have the skill mentioned, water vehicles, you get to add your proficiency bonus to it.
I do not.
Okay.
Do not.
There's sail management, which is athletics or acrobatics,
That would be me.
but there's also arcane stabilization, which is an arcana.
That would
I
not
have
be me.
Arcana.
Okay, so Solvar, you can do the arcane stabilization, and the last one option is crew command, to persuade or intimidate to keep the sailors from panicking and freaking the hell out.
I'll do that.
Okay,
Crew command.
so let's do the sail
Intimidation.
management first.
Sail management.
Management first. So you're going to do our acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, acrobatics, always.
As the main sail, the
18.
rope snaps.
18. Grab
With
the
an
rope.
18.
Grab the rope and
Well, you literally have to leap off the rigging towards the open waves of the water to grab that rope and then swing back around with the 18 to secure the mainsail. It looks like it was gonna rip off. Arcane stabilization. So go down below deck. The marble is glowing. It's like a beautiful white glow, and there's a hum. I need an Arcana check.
I did. I have 19 and 2s, 21.
Okay, so you counter the resonance with your own.
I do my own humming and singing.
Yeah, your own humming back, and you counter that resonance.
Okay.
Cayenne, the crew command.
Yeah. Intimidation.
Okay,
21.
nice. So you guys managed to keep everything at bay as you're going through the storm, and you guys weather the storm through. There is movement. The lightning is just you've never seen anything like this as it stormed. The fact that the lightning seems to be coming from everywhere, the wind seems to be coming from everywhere. There seems to be movement in the water. You're not sure, but you're pretty sure of it.
Are we near Taishihiro?
You're getting there, yeah.
Okay. So this is not something that might spark a memory.
Not yet. Throughout the night, you guys are battling the storm. Everybody gets one level of exhaustion.
Oh.
Yeah. One level of exhaustion normally would be something different, but for us, it is -2 to all your rolls.
Ew.
Jorak would see if he could go up on deck and be like, I love storms, Thara, but can we calm this one down just a bit? Some people are trying to sleep. Please.
You do manage to get through it. By dawn, though, the sea lies still. Steam rises from the deck as sunlight filters through clouds. The storm is gone, but that low hum lingers in the hull. Not in the marble, but in the hull. When the hold is checked,
Yeah.
so you are there, one of the marble blocks is still glowing faintly from within, like a vein of light that wasn't there before. Whatever force touched it in the storm seems to have awakened something.
Now, would I have sensed any of this because of my previous communing?
Not yet, because Solvar was the one who went down to counter the resonance while you were doing all the rigging stuff during the storm. So he's the first one that notices this.
Well, I was just wondering, maybe because I'd been like communing with the stone all that time, it might have like sparked something in me.
Yeah.
You're going to scratch the marble, okay? Like
Yeah.
the touch of the feather, the feathery touch.
So
of
the
very-
Reaver survives intact. You guys all can write this down. You have a boon of storm-tested crew.
Storm test.
You can use that boon at any time. It will give you advantage on one future shipborne check. And that happens after Jorak's plea to Thara.
What shipborne check?
Yeah, advantage on one shipborne check.
Okay.
So while you're on the ship, anything that you decide to do or ask to do, you can get advantage on it. The Thunder Gulf fades behind you. There are, looking back in your wake, you mean where you look back where the storm was, and you knew there was something in the waters. There is strange lights flickering beneath the water in your wake as the ship is now gone. As if somehow now it maybe follows the ship in calm waters. It's kind of weird. It just seems to be under the water. There's some kind of light and movement that's there. And with that, sorry, just realized, holy crap, you actually got through it. That is the end of episode 11. My word. I thought there was one more thing, but I'm looking here and I go, no, that's just the stat blocks. You, congratulations on making it past the Thunder Gulf. And yes, at the beginning of next episode, Ren, you will recognize the coastline of Thunder Island and then the Taishihiro Empire beyond. So you will begin to that point. And yes, you will also realize the marble once you go back down and do all that. So with that in mind, guys, that ends episode 11 of the Southern Expanse. I want to thank everybody for watching. We actually had 17 viewers at one point. My word, that was a good one. We got into double digits. We want to continue that, guys. So be sure to do one of these things as I put it up here. We're going to like, subscribe, follow, and set the little bell icon. So when we're doing something, it'll let you know. And then check out the link.bio page, DeaconsTable, which will send you to any of our socials. But the most important is our Discord. Become part of the Discord, and you can become one with some of our one-shots. You can do 24/7 role-playing online with us, or just hang out and be nerds and do geek speak as we like to do. So we are an inclusive community. We don't judge anybody. Everybody's welcome, and that's important. So again, we would like to invite you all to come be with us and have some fun. So I had a blast, and I'm glad.
Tell all your friends next week to come and watch.
Yeah, come and watch next Thursday. We will be here next Thursday. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I have procedures going on that week, so I'm not sure how I'll be doing, but I will be doing my best. I can tell you that. So one way or another, we will either be here next Thursday or the Thursday following. We are also here on Tuesdays, so be sure to check in with that. That's our mini adventures. Those are the types of adventures that you yourselves can be part of if you become part of the Discord community. So we really appreciate that. And thanks again for watching. But again, yes, all that it's going across. There it goes. It's going the other way. It's going this way. I'll figure it out one day. So until next time, everybody, make sure all your rolls are critical. Not just the 20, also the 1, because especially as a DM, the 1 can be just as much fun. Just saying. Bye for now, everybody. Much love out there. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon.